Hey guys, Chris Fix here, and today I'm going to show you how to get some extra cash after you fix your own car or even a friend's car. Whether you're changing out a wheel bearing or you're changing out brake rotors, there's extra money to be made once you finish the job. And all too often I see people not taking advantage of this and just throwing away this extra cash. And what I mean by that is when you're fixing your car and you change stuff out like your brakes, wheel bearings, AC compressors, pretty much anything that is made of metal. You don't want to throw this stuff out. You want to take it to the scrapyard and recycle it. Doing brake work at home is one of the most common things that you could do to save some money working on your car. And a small brake rotor like this one, well, that could weigh as much as 15 pounds. And if you're replacing your brakes, odds are you're going to be doing other work on your car, such as changing out wheel bearings, or maybe changing out the alternator or AC compressor. And if that's the case, don't just throw this stuff out. It's a lot of metal that could be recycled, and it could make you some money. Another thing that could make you some extra cash is an old battery like this. Batteries weigh a lot, and they're filled with lead, so they could get you some extra cash, sometimes even more cash than turning it in for a core charge. So when you're working on cars, save your batteries, save your wheel bearings, save your rotors, save all the car parts that are made of metal. A lot of people don't know you could get money for this, so save them up in the corner of your garage, and at the end of the year, recycle them. Not only will you get some cash, it's a neat experience to see the scrapyard, plus you're recycling, so you're helping the environment. Now before going to the scrapyard, I want to give you really quick tips so that you go there and you make the most of it. The first tip is always weigh your own scrap metal. The scrapyard is actually going to tell you that too. So I use a bathroom scale just like this, and so I don't scratch it or get it dirty or anything. I put a piece of cardboard on there, and then I'll write down all the different types of metal that I have. So most of this stuff is just iron and steel. They're going to group it up into probably cast iron. And then you have batteries, which is all this stuff. Then you have copper, which is going to be like your alternator, any copper pipes you have, anything like that. And then the aluminum, which I only have one small piece, but still it's worth to separate. You don't have to weigh your metal, but it takes 2 minutes and it prevents you from wondering if you got ripped off. Although the place I go to is always spot on. I should also mention, although it's not a tip, where do I keep all my scrap metal? Well, I keep it right in the corner of my garage away from everything. It's where I keep my old oil and stuff that needs to get recycled, and it just piles up, and when it gets too much, I know it's time to go bring it to the scrapyard. I also have a bucket that I keep around the garage, and I keep all small pieces of metal. There's a water pump in here. There's a bunch of stuff. You can see there's a tie rod, a thing for a barbecue. So that's another good thing to just have a scrap metal bucket. You'll be surprised, after 1 year this will really add up. So let me go weigh everything and we'll see what kind of weights I have. So with all these brake rotors, we have 210 pounds. That's pretty good. So here are all the weights. Here's everything in my truck. And before we head over, I want you guys to guess how much money we're gonna make from this run. Once you have your estimate, let's get out of here, get to that scrapyard. We are here at the local scrapyard. I don't know why, but I just love watching the work that goes on here. When you get to your scrapyard, pull up to the scale and get your weight with the metal in your car, and then they'll tell you where to go. And then they'll take the metal out of your car or truck, and then you can watch that sweet magnet picking up the metal pieces. Look at that thing just suck up that metal. That's so cool. And that's all there is to it. Now go back to the scale and get weighed, and after you're weighed, take that extra copper, aluminum, and batteries to get weighed separately. Now you could go get paid.
Yes, sir.
How's it going? I just dropped off my metal. It's under Chris.
Okay, Chris, here's your money. You made $43.20.
Okay.
Thanks for the business.
Thank you very much. I see you have a thing for breast cancer. You could do a donation.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to donate the money that I just made, and thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. And here, Chris, here's our price sheet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Alright, so let's check out what we got here. So we have $4 per 100 pounds of cast iron. Those are all the metal car parts pretty much. And we had 320 pounds, which is actually really close to the 290 that we found. And they estimated over a little bit, which is good. and that gave us $12.80. But we also had the battery, a little piece of aluminum, and a little piece of copper, and that gave us $30. So together we got $43.20. Not bad. We cleaned up the garage a little bit, made some space, and not only that, we made some extra cash for stuff that you would normally otherwise just throw away. Not only that, but I was able to donate that money, and they matched my donation, so over $80 is going to something good. If you think about it, $40 for garbage is pretty sweet. That's some new car parts, some gas money, or even dinner. Hopefully I was able to teach you something new, and now you know how to make some extra cash with your scrap car parts.